Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today we have something super cool because I love days like this when I can receive a package and I have no idea what is inside. This package was sent to me by my good friend Mike, who was kind enough to send over some dinosaurs to me here to, again, unbox on the channel and of course add to my collection. And he did ask me if I wanted to know what was inside. I said I'd like to keep it a secret, keep it a surprise for when it arrives. I just popped the box open, threw it up here on the review station, and I have not actually opened anything quite yet. So I'm going to pull the box off here to the side, and we'll start pulling the stuff out of the box and see what's inside. So straight away, we've got a bag full of fun right here, a little bag that's containing some very interesting stuff we're going to pull out, and the first of which you can see is like a bootleg of the Marx dinosaur figures. We've got ourselves the Apatosaurus or Brontosaurus, the sauropod, and we've also got ourselves some more as well, and wow, they're definitely interesting. I don't know if I've ever actually seen these particular ones because I usually find these, but not so small. Like, these ones are really tiny compared to the ones that I normally find, which are usually quite a bit larger. This one actually has some writing on it. So these are Greenbrier produced versions of the old Marx dinosaur figures, so that is definitely pretty cool. Let's see what else we have in here. I'm kind of pulling stuff out and knocking things over. It looks like we have a few more of the dinosaurs in here. We've got the Ankylosaurus and Stegosaurus as well. Again, all sort of knockoffs of the, or maybe even just straight up bootlegs of the old Marx figures. But in this package, it looks like we actually have potentially some more of those, but also looks like we might have some NPC cavemen in here. And I actually don't know anything about this one. Like, that's definitely not a figure that I am familiar with, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys can give me some info on that one, but I don't know that I've ever seen that figure before. There is also, though, as I just said, some of the NPC cavemen, and I do have some of these, I believe, but I definitely absolutely do not have this color variant. I don't have the reddish versions of them, so that's pretty cool for sure to have a different color variant. This guy, unfortunately, has now had his legs amputated, but still awesome to have these because I definitely don't have them in that color. And then we also have a few more old school figures, one that definitely seems to have met its demise, unfortunately, but we also have a Dimetrodon here as well, which is really quite small, has some pretty crisp detail on it for being so small. And there are also, we don't have to actually, I guess, bring them all out, but there's like some trees and stuff here. We'll pull a few of them out. We've got some trees and stuff that would absolutely be great for dioramas and stuff. You could see that we have included in here some logs and stuff. So some really neat stuff. This is absolutely the kind of stuff that would work well for any kind of a diorama. And I've actually for years been wanting to sort of take like this table that I do my reviews on, and then off to the side where I have all these dinosaur statues and stuff. I always wanted to kind of just clear this off, put the statues somewhere else, and make a giant dinosaur diorama. So maybe one day that'll actually happen, and those trees would definitely come in handy for that. But we'll just go ahead and actually push these guys back here a little bit. We'll put these trees and everything over there and see what else is in this box. So we actually have more NPC figures in here, and that is even cooler. And actually there's some stuff in here that look really good. Again, I don't know if I have any of them in red, so straight away that's neat to actually have the alternate color variants. But there's some figures in here that look very intriguing to me, and one of which looks to potentially be the dire wolf, which I don't have at all in any color scheme, and that would be this one right here. So this is super awesome because immediately that's a figure I don't have. So having the dire wolf is really cool. What else is in here? I just knocked something out, I think, of the bag potentially. We've got the Glyptodon as well, and man, these figures are so nice looking, honestly. Like, the sculpts of these are really quite phenomenal for the age that these were created. Looking at it, like, I almost want to give a repaint to that. It's so good. Of course I wouldn't unless there actually is another one in here, unless maybe there was a second, but it would almost pain me to kind of alter an old school vintage original figure like this. And again, another one of the Glyptodon. What else do we have in this bag hiding in here? Got some more very, very cool species. So straight away, another dire wolf. So it looks like I'm on my way to creating a pack of those. We also have another dire wolf. So we absolutely are on our way to creating a pack of those. And then we've got this one, which I'm pretty sure is the Struthiomimus, which is really awesome because there are very few Struthiomimus figures out. And especially when it comes to an old school version, really nice sculpt on that as well. And then, yes, another dire wolf. So I have 4 of those now. What else is in here? Oh, wow, look at that. So that is the, oh man, what is the name of this guy? And I apologize if I say his name incorrectly. The Ceratogalus or something along those lines. It's like an extinct variation of like a golfer. And I definitely don't have that one either. So that is another awesome brand new figure to my collection that I'm honestly beyond excited about having because I don't have any figures of that species, period. And I definitely don't have it. It helps to get me closer to completing my NPC collection. Let's just pull all of these guys out of here, remove the bag. We've got another Struthiomimus in here. And on top of that, another Glyptodont right there. So we are now up to 3 of those. We've got quite the herd of those moving in here. Oh, and we've got some more. Wow, look at that. We've got quite a few of them. So we've got Gopher City here. Look at this. We've got 3 more of those as well. So we're up to 4 for those. And then another Struthiomimus, of course, because why would you not want a flock of Struthiomimus? So this unboxing is getting pretty epic here. Let's go ahead and see what else is in this box. Boy, he really jammed a lot of stuff in here. And we've got some more really neat stuff. Look at these. These look like, honestly, like they almost have the same quality of the actual old marks, but they are not the original marks. Well, except for this guy's covered in a little bit of extra plastic. But I'm not sure exactly who these ones were created by because I don't believe these are the original. It's definitely not an original marks, or that T-Rex isn't at least. And we've got the Brontosaurus as well as the Kronosaurus as well. But these are really neat. They're actually really good, like, quality plastic or whatever exactly material they are made of. You've also got the Trachodon as well. And the overall quality of these are actually pretty decent for being, again, not original releases. And we've also got a whole bunch more in here, which potentially are all from the same company. So we've got the, wow, that actually has really crisp detail. That actually looks much nicer than the other ones there. So there is a chance that that might actually be an original Marks. I'm not the most familiar with the Marks figures. I have quite a few of them, but I know there's so many different like variations of knockoffs and bootlegs of those incredible figures. Well, I just knocked over a Struthiomimus. But it's always so hard to decipher if one is an original or not. And the fact that these are such good, super, super high quality versions and really clean, like they almost look like they're untouched for their entire existence, not only makes them extremely, extremely impressive here, but also makes me wonder if maybe they are originals. And we've got the Ankylosaurus as well. Again, I'm going to have to grab some of my originals off of my shelf here in a little bit and then take a look at them after the video's over to decipher whether they're the originals or not, but they are really high quality if they are not. And I always love all the incredible colors that these figures came in, and I also love the way that Mike himself, has actually packaged these because he separated them per color. You can see like all the reds were together, the browns are together, the silvers are together, now the blues are together, so that is so neat the way that he did that. I almost feel bad kind of mixing them up here. I'm going to have to try to keep them separated by color. But you can see as we go through here, again, we've got all kinds of wonderful species. We've got quite a few Plateosaurus right here. And I'm almost going to have an entire Jurassic Park over here. Oh, I put them all up. They all dominoed down and fell. Oh, man, come on. Don't you fall on me. But I'm going to have an entire Jurassic Park here in a moment as far as having numerous of each of the different species. Who else do we have in here? We've got ourselves the Pteranodon right there, as well as, of course, the Dimetrodon. Everybody loves Dimetrodon, or at least, let's go ahead and position the camera a little better. At least I love Dimetrodon. We've got another Dimetrodon right here as well, and now I knocked over the Ankylosaurus. We've also got the, and I apologize if I mispronounce the name of this guy as well, the Synognathus. I'm not very familiar with that species, but I do know that it's an incredibly cool figure. We've also got the Macrauchenia, which is, again, such an obscure species that you don't see get created often, and it's amazing to see these and know that these were actually created a very, very, very long time ago, and depending on the edition, again, depends on the year that they were actually created, I believe, because there were quite a few different editions of these. Boy, you know, I just got done saying that I was going to keep all the blues together, yet I separated my herd of Plateosaurus back there from the rest of them here in the bunch, which I guess I better keep my Plateosaurus together. And stand, there you go. So I guess I'm not as intelligent as I once apparently thought I was, because I said one thing and did a totally opposite thing. So we've got tons of them here. I'm just trying to place them all out so that I can show them off here with the camera and show you how many we are up to now. Look at all of these, and then one I knocked over here. But there are so many here. This is insane how much awesomeness is in this box. And there's actually a little bit more. As we have the final bag, the yellow bag. So we've got so many colors. This is so cool. This is going to make an incredibly cool display just to have all of these different color variants of these figures up there. It's going to look like almost a rainbow of prehistoric times. And we'll go ahead and bring these guys in as well, as we've got one of my favorite figures ever from Marks, and everybody that decided to bootleg it past that point was the Moschops. I love this Moschops figure. I've actually been wanting to repaint one for years, and this is, again, I don't think I have any yellow versions of this. I think the versions that I have, all the colors that I have of these figures are actually really quite boring. I'm pretty sure they're only the brownish versions potentially, and maybe some greens. I'm not too sure, but I absolutely don't have all of these wonderful colors, or at least I didn't before, because I do now. We've got ourselves another Moschops here. We've also got ourselves the Smilodon as well, and we've got another Moschops. Oh man, could this day get any better? And then we also have some more Smilodons as well. Right there. We actually have more I can see in the bag as well, so we're going to have quite the pride of Smilodon. Yep, there we go. There's another one right there. We'll put that over there. We've also got this one, and I actually don't know this figure. I don't think I've ever seen this before. So I'm absolutely not familiar with that one. Definitely one that I do not have. And now I'm starting to split the yellows up quite significantly as well. And I just knocked over a Smilodon because I'm running out of room here. And now we are moving into a flock of Diatryma as well. We're going to put these guys over here to the other side. Try to stand them up in here. That one does not want to stand for some reason. He does not want to balance. We'll just lean him against the Moschops. The other one stands. And then another one maybe will stand. Absolutely. We've also got ourselves a beautiful Styracosaurus in here. And the last remaining few actually is another bootleg in here, hiding with the same colors, or a similar tone of yellow at least. And then we've got ourselves another Smilodon, as well as two more Styracosaurus. So that is what you call a haul of insane, awesome vintage dinosaurs. That is just incredible. So I do want to give a massive shout out and a thank you to Mike for being crazy cool, acquiring all of these, and not only acquiring them, but sending them over here to me so I can add to my collection. I always enjoy this kind of stuff. Not only do I just love having a box show up and I have no idea what's inside it, I get to unbox it with you guys, but I also just generally love old school vintage dinosaur and other prehistoric creature figures like this. Like, this is the type of stuff that I honestly get so excited about. So a huge thank you goes out to Mike. Thank you so much, my friend, for sending this stuff over. I could not possibly tell you how excited I am to add this stuff to my collection. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this stuff, and maybe I'll get some reviews up of these guys at some point in the future. And make sure you also like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.